Matter was postponed for further investigation. When he appeared today, the state requested for further investigation because the crime scene is still active in Parliament. The forensic investigators were only allowed into the building of Parliament on the 15th of this month, 15th of March. They are still busy with that investigation. They estimate that they will need at least 6 weeks to finalize the investigation. That is the investigation, including the reports. There's also the issue of, apologies for that, there's also an issue of 50 tons of water at the basement of Parliament, which the Department of Public Works has identified. The investigators are able to determine the amount of damage. You need that estimation or to determine that amount of damage, especially when you deal with arson and terrorism. So the case has been postponed now to May, where we will come back, and we've advised also the court that we will by then have drafted an indictment and summary of facts, and we'll be able to hand those over to the accused. We also informed the court that the facial recognition report has been finalized. We're trying to move at speed, but unfortunately, it is a position that we find that is out of our control, because as I said, the crime scene is still not very safe for the investigators to go in and work at a speed that is we would like us to be.
Are there any people of interest outside of Mr. Mafe that have been called into question? So
far, all the investigation that has been done has not identified anybody else except Mr. Mafe. We're working according to the evidence that we have at our disposal, and that evidence points at him only at the moment. Until further evidence comes out, but for now it only points to him, and he's the only one facing the charges.
Have you been able to scrutinize his cell phone records?
That is part of the investigation that is taking place.
And Mr. Bosner indicated that the defense could be ready to go to appeal the bail refusal next week. What's the state's position on that?
I only heard about that today, but we've mentioned before that when they bring that application, we'll oppose it at the High Court. Yeah, it's obvious we'll oppose it at the High Court. The facial recognition identified him, as was mentioned in court, positively. So, yeah, that's how far we'll go. Any other evidence on that will be mentioned in court during the trial.